Hello, lovely viewers. You are very welcome to this channel. You are very welcome to this channel. Today we are going to discuss about how to play diatonic chord. Diatonic. You see, when we say diatonic chord, people don't really understand what is diatonic chord or accidental chord. The accidental chord is the same as the diatonic chord. And if you can see, I was using them when I was playing the song. I was using them. So the diatonic chord, this is how it is in the musical form. You see, when we say diatonic, we have the, let's go to the F. You see, but we have the Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. This Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, they are not, any of them is not the diatonic chord or the accidental chord or note. You have to get to know that any of them is not the accidental chord or any diatonic chord. The diatonic is the half step of the note. Half step. So the Do, instead of you going to Re, you play D. So the D is the diatonic note. If it is 1, it's note. If it is 2, it's a power chord. If it is 3, it's a chord. You see, so the half of the note is the diatonic. So the D, the Mo, and the Fi, and the Z, and the Do, they are the diatonic. They are the diatonic chord or the notes. So how do you use them? How do you use this kind of diatonic chord or the note? You see, they have a way of using this kind of diatonic chord. And if you are not careful, you find it very difficult to use it. You are going to find it very difficult to use it. So I'm going to teach you how to use this kind of diatonic chord. You see, let's start something like Nya Yehovah, Likeno na Beshirano, Nya Yehovah. So the Fa here, you see, Nya Yehovah, I went to Fa, the 4. Make sure you add the D. You see the D here, the D. You see the D, Do, D, Do, D. You see the atmosphere will change. You can know now if you don't know. Only part to be said. You see, and the Mi, you can add the Z here. Say, they know Shirano, they go to Re. Now, they go to Fi. So, only part to me say, Yanewa Shirano, You see, so instead of you playing the Fa, you can add the D to it. Instead of you playing the Mi, you can add the Z to it. You see, then you are using the diatonic chord. So instead of you playing the only pan to be say Renu, you can go to Fi, then you go to So. You see, but aside all what I've taught you how to apply it, we have a way of using the diatonic chord without playing the Fa and the D. Maybe you want to play the D alone, the D, without blending it with the fa. You want to play the D alone without blending it with the fa. But you have to take a note that the D, if you play, you have a place you have to land. If you didn't land in the appropriate way, you are going to play off from the key. How do you land? You see, this kind of diatonic chord, if you are playing it like the fa, you add the D. You see the mi, you add the Z. You see, that means you are blending it. It's your mi over Z. Your mi over Z, that is what you are playing. But maybe you want to play the Z alone. Z, after playing the Z, what is your next chord? Where are you going to land? You have to know where you are going to land. So this kind of diatonic chord, when you want to play them alone, they have a place of landing. It's like an aeroplane. When you are coming from your destination, you have a particular place you have to land. You can't land in anywhere apart from your destination. So when this kind of diatonic chord, let's take from the Z, you have to come to La. You see, Z, La. And the To, you have to come to La, To, La, Z, La. You see, they go to Do, La. Yes. And number 2, let's go to the D. You see, you go to the D, they come to Do. So when you hit the D, if you go to me, you go off. You see, look at the D, and I went to me, I went off. But look at the D, and I came to Do. You see, it was on point. So the D, you have to land on the Do. Let's go to the Mo. You go to Re. If you play the Mo, make sure you come to the Re. You see, but if you play the Mo and you go to La, Mo, La, it will not match. And the Fi, they go to Fi, So. You see, you go to Fi. So if you want to use the diatonic chord, they have a way of landing. If you don't land them in the appropriate way, you are going to play off. Because many people play it and they play off all the time. They struggle using them. They don't know how to use them and they are worried. They want to use them, but they hear people playing it and it sounds very sweet, pleasant to their ears, but they don't know how to do it. You see, so if you want to do it in appropriate way, then follow this lesson very carefully. And we are going to do it in an appropriate way, and we are going to enjoy it. So let's take a song and let's play it and see how the landing will go. Okay, so only pan to me say, now you go na kwani you da go to na ye shira da go to so na kwani na ye shira. Now you see, I went to feel and I went to so only pan to me say, yeah, you are shira. When I went to the Fi, it's constant, you have to go to the So. And if you play the Z, it's constant, you have to come to the La. If you play the To, it's constant, you have to come to the La. If you play the D, it's constant, you have to come to the Do. If you play the Mo, it's constant, you have to come to the Re. You see, it's all match. So if you play the Mo and you come to play the La, smaller, it will never match. You play off. So for you to use this kind of your diatonic chord or these accidental chords, this is how you have to apply it. If you can follow it in this direction, you are free to go. You can nail it and you enjoy playing your courses with this kind of courses. It looks very amazing. You see the fa, you are the D, the Gatida, fa, Did you get it? Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for watching. But please subscribe for more videos. Bye.